Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Last night, when I was going to bed, I started watching a horror movie called The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. And I was about 15 minutes into it, and it's not bad. It's a horror movie. It's about possession. They had some scary things. And it occurred to me that I was sleeping with open windows in a Walmart parking lot in a town where someone was murdered within the last week. And that this movie really wasn't going to scare me. You know? And that got me thinking about the movies that scare me are the movies that aren't necessarily considered horror movies. You remember watching Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds when you were growing up? That doesn't sound too scary now. But if you haven't seen it, go see it. And spoiler alert coming. Every bird in the world is trying to kill you. And just the suspense of that movie and the way it was shot, it was just brilliant. You know, I don't know how old I was then, a kid. You go outside after seeing that, and you start noticing there's birds everywhere. And it was just, everything about that movie's awesome. I think people could watch that today and still get scared by it. Some of the other horror movies that you might not even think of as horror movies that affect you in that way. Jaws. Jaws isn't really considered a horror movie. But every time I get in the ocean, since I've seen that movie, hey, you're going to need a bigger boat. So it does affect you like that. Silence of the Lambs. You think of it as a detective suspense thriller, and Hannibal Lecter eats people. That sounds like a horror movie to me. Good morning.
Good morning.
I got a good morning. The dog was taking a poop and didn't say good morning, but I understand that. I'm not big on the putting my hand in a plastic glove and picking up dog poop. I don't know why. But yeah, Silence of the Lambs is just a great movie. Now, did that affect me? Was I afraid that I was going to be eaten by Hannibal Lecter? No. So maybe that doesn't quite fit into the categories that I'm talking about. There's a golf cart coming. Show you the road a little bit. I got a wave. I'm 2 for 2 with friendly people today. Pretty sweet. Let me Now there was a movie, and I just tried to Google it, but I'm in the boonies. When I lived up in Maine, one summer, I had a bedroom on the front porch, and it was a nice porch. I mean, it's enclosed. It had screens in the windows, and from my bed, you could see down this long road down the hill. It probably had at least a half a mile view. There's a car coming up behind me, a golf cart, so I'm going to pull over and let them go. Very nice of them. Good morning.
Are you Dennis?
Yes, sir.
Keep up the good work.
Can I film you?
Sure.
All right. What's your name?
I'm Dave.
Hey, Dave. Who are these guys?
This is Emma and this is Grace. 6
Hi,
months
Grace.
old.
They're beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm out doing my morning rambling video.
That's good.
You have any suggestions? Because I'm out of ideas.
You're on, I think, the best road in the country.
It is. It is, and I'm trying not to act like I don't film it every 3 days.
Yeah, I got a good morning, and it's just beautiful.
It is. Nice temperature. I need a little more wind to keep the mosquitoes off.
They're bad. It's really bad.
Are we holding anyone up?
We
No.
watch all your videos and keep up.
All of them?
All of them.
Wow. Even I don't do that. I appreciate it. Where are you from?
I live right here.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Nice. Now, have I offended you in any way?
No.
Okay, good. I'm trying to be respectful.
I'm hard to offend.
You're in the wrong town, huh? Well, you guys have a good day.
You too.
It was nice to meet you.
Keep up the good stuff.
Thank you. You want to go ahead? I'm going to ramble. Nice to meet you, Dave. Bye, guys. Well, that was nice. I feel good now. I've met 3 nice people on this trip and 3 dogs. So, anyhow, I was, here comes another car behind us. I'm going to pass this car, and then let the one behind us go. So, here's Dave. Dave lives here. Pretty sweet. I'll wave this guy around. Huh. I got a wave from them too. This movie, The Car, and it's got a famous actor in it, and I want to say James Brolin, but that doesn't mean that's correct. It's been a long time since I've seen it. There's something. I got a wave. The car, is killing people. And it's the car on its own. There's no one in the car. So I had this bed where I could see cars coming up the road. So it would be dark in Maine. It gets dark pretty early up there, even in the summer. And I could see headlights coming down the road occasionally. and I knew for sure that this was the car that was going to come to kill me. So other than being afraid of cars and birds and the water, movies haven't affected my life at all. The movies that scared me the most, there was 2 when I was younger. And it stayed with me for a long time. I was way too old to be afraid of this stuff. One was called Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, Sally. And it is a TV movie, and it is very poorly made. But there's this woman, Sally, and they had kind of like a basement fireplace. And these little people, little demons, would come out of the fireplace. And the special effects, were horrible. And when I saw it years later, you realize it's just like little people in costumes, But that movie stayed with me for years. And then the other movie that really scared me was one called Trilogy of Terror. And in that movie, that was another just horrible TV movie. I got a wave. It was like 3 segments, that's why it was trilogy. This woman gets a doll in the mail, and it's like a warrior, like a African tribesman, scary looking doll. And the necklace falls off the doll when she's handling it. She doesn't treat it right. And of course that causes the doll to come alive. And the doll comes after her with like its spear and a kitchen knife. and it makes noises like yeah, 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 and it's stupid, and it absolutely terrified me. Between that and Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, Sally, I was constantly on the lookout for little things coming to get me. This is the part of the road that was all underwater from the storms. So we haven't actually driven through here in a while. Dave had cool dogs, didn't he? I do love, absolutely love other people's dogs. Like, can I pet your dogs? It's awesome. Oh, your dog's got to poop. Your dog. So were there any movies that frightened you guys, like legitimately frightened? You know what? The original Exorcist is still pretty scary. Rosemary's Baby was very frightening. It's there's movies that you watch that affect you. That the opening scenes from Saving Private Ryan. Holy crap. There's a reason it's called The Greatest Generation. I guess this one was still underwater, huh? I don't think we've had rain in a while. Trying to think that I just had another movie in mind, and then I saw a squirrel. Yeah, right before I started this video, I tried to get Siri to look up that movie, The Car, and I also wanted to get a joke, and just spinny. I'm real happy with my new phone, but I have found that on the weekends when all the tourists are here and our cell towers are overwhelmed, it's really slow response. It's hard to get online for anything without Wi-Fi. Well, guys, I've rambled way too much. I'll be posting this in the evening for the evening video. I appreciate you guys. I hope you're having yourselves a great day. Yeah. It's going to be beautiful here in Rockport, Fulton, Texas.